Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday. Oh, my goodness. Thank God it's Friday. Am I right? Am I right? Let's put this on Do Not Disturb because somebody is bound to call me or something while I'm live. Uh, it's Friday, y'all. How are y'all doing? It's Friday, TGIF. It has been a long week for some people. Craziness and foolishness and mayhem. Kids have already started school. If you're like my kids, they're getting notifications of people, COVID related quarantine. Like, it's just crazy, y'all. So it's Friday. We just here. It's Friday. It's time to let our hair down. It's Foolishness Friday. Whatever it is that y'all want to talk about, y'all drop the subjects down in the comment section below so that we can talk about it. But welcome, y'all. It's Melissa here coming at you with another live stream. If you're new here and you're just trying to figure out what's going on, make sure you catch up with my other videos. We do a little bit of serious stuff, but then on Fridays I try to make it a little bit about just all fun and entertainment. And I just took my headscarf off. Fun, entertainment, Foolishness Friday, viewer led, whatever. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Before we get started, just some housekeeping. Don't forget that I have super chat, super stickers enabled. So if I'm saying something that you like or you're getting some entertainment value out of this channel, feel free to drop a cute little super sticker or super chat. It don't hurt anything. But what's absolutely free is a like to the video, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Go ahead and like the video and hit the subscribe button. Some of you have been around, you peek in every time I go live, and so go ahead and become part of the family, which means don't just hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, but also be a part, interact, especially on Fridays, because Fridays is all about y'all. Y'all determine how long this stream going to be, how entertaining it's going to be or not. So it's all about y'all today on Foolishness Friday. And I suspect it's going to be a good Friday because we always have these crazy conversations on Friday. So yeah, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, all that other stuff. It's free, but it helps me out. Absolutely. So yeah, let's get into these hellos and heys before we start our conversation. I got like two things that I wanted to share with y'all that was absolutely crazy. And after that, y'all just drop it in the comment section. Only thing I'm just asking that unless we're talking about COVID theories and conspiracy theories and stuff like that, let's just stay away from COVID, because COVID takes us to a place, not in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way, but there's nothing foolishness about it is what I'm saying. So today is going to be light, funny. We could talk about it, but when we start talking about COVID on this channel, we really dive in. And so if you want more of the COVID talk and other things like that, check out yesterday's live stream. It was so good. And we just had a conversation, about what's going on, school closing, families, holidays, all of that stuff. So we just gonna keep it lighthearted. If you're wondering something, if you wanted to ask me something, if you're wondering something about somebody else, or just a general question, that's what we're doing today, Foolishness Friday. But like I said, nothing really foolish about COVID. So I really don't want to get on that because it gets serious. And we're not talking serious stuff today at all. So let's get to our hellos and then we'll get started. Lakeisha says, hey, Melissa. Hey, Lakeisha, good to see you again. I feel like you've been missing the lives a little bit. So, or just coming in late. And so I haven't been able to see you in the beginning. So, hey, girl. Hey, Royalty Queen says hello. Hey, Royalty Queen. Good to see you. One of my long-standing supporters. Absolutely appreciate you. Hello from one of my mod extraordinaires, Terrell. Terrell, I don't even call you that, but whatever. Hey, girl. Happy Friday, everyone. Yes, Helga, it is Friday. It is Foolishness Friday. Y'all driving the conversation. So far, I'm looking in the comment section. I don't see what you guys want to talk about. So leave a comment down below, down there, to let me know what it is that y'all want to talk about. As a matter of fact, I'm going to even send an invite. Copy the clipboard. I'm even sending an invite just in case some of you want to actually join in the live stream. It's not hard. It's not hard to do at all. You just click on it and follow the steps, and then I let you into the room. If you have something that you want to get off your chest, that's what we're doing. No, Lakeisha, no, I'm joking. No, gosh, no, don't worry about that. Even if you got to catch the, Lakeisha says, sorry, I'll be on time. No. It's just that as I do my live streams, as I get my every, consistent subscribers, I know when you guys come in and whatever, but I also know that life happens. I'm late, sometimes, or I don't even go live at all. I didn't mean that to make you feel bad at all. It's just that I notice when you guys are here and I notice when you're not. So yeah, that's what I meant by that. Aisha, hey girl. Hey, good to see you. Medell, hi everyone. Hey Medell. Hello, Michelle 215. So just as a side note, I keep I won't do it today because this is definitely not a Foolishness Friday conversation, but sometime next week, I'm going to be talking about adult family members being caretakers for other family members. That was a requested topic. I have not forgotten about it. I just wanted to make sure that the person that requested it is in my live. So I will be talking about that. That's a really, really important topic to talk about, especially, with sicknesses and everything going on, but also just talking about the self-care and that. So we're going to talk about that, but next week for sure. Just really being caretakers of your, sometimes of your parents, sometimes of your special needs children, all of that. But anyway, that was a sidebar. Monica, good evening all. Hey Monica, so good to see you as usual. It's Foolishness Friday, girl. So drop some topics in the comment section, y'all. Y'all being shy. Don't be shy. Hey y'all, my other mod extraordinaire family member. Hey, just me, good to see you. Sorry, no. I already did that already. Pam, I am. Hey, Pam, I am. It's so good to see you again. I really appreciate those of you that literally come on here like sunshine, like Pam, I am, like everybody, all you other people that you guys actually come on and support. Like y'all be waiting in the wings. I see y'all. As even before I go live, they show you basically in the back door, like who's online, who's waiting, that type of thing. And y'all be, okay, that was a joke. Okay, good. Lakeisha said, no, I'm not that. Lakeisha, as you know, like it's hard to read emotions online. So I'm like, no, I don't mean that, so, okay. So we joking together. So let me joke back at you. You better be on time. So anyway, wow, it's so hot today. Pam, where are you? Let me tell you, we have been having some mild weather. This was a mild summer for us here in Arizona. I think it got up to 115, but we didn't get any 120s this year. We had a couple of 115 days or whatever, but maybe nature's like, you know what, they're getting their pool built, and I don't want to disturb them until the pool gets built. I don't know if it's because my family members came from Florida and now they live here, piece of hair. Now they live here. And so maybe nature's trying to trick them. I don't know, but it has not been that hot. So like today is a high of 100. Today was a high as 100 and it just turned 100. Then it's going to go down to 99. That is unheard of. It should be starting to cool off a little bit, but it's just very mild, very, very mild. All next week, I'm looking at the weather is 97, 99, 99, 93, 95. Yeah. So they just getting a mild fake winter, whatever. So let me know where you're at. So I see what your weather's like. Good evening, beautiful ladies. Hey, sunshine. That was a joke. Chow, what about the Beast and all the new drama? Whoo, child, I'm stirring the wasp nest. You got to catch me up because I don't know anything. I have not watched Latrice. I have not watched anyone. So I don't know what's going on with that. If that's who you're talking about, I'm sorry. That was so wrong of me, Jesus. Let me start over. Who's the Beast? And what new drama? Help me out. Lakeisha said, okay. Monica, just me must know what Monica is talking about because she's doing the face palm to the head. Thank God for a mild summer. Yes. My pockets are thankful too. I mean, we have solar panels, but you know, the bills can still be a little bit high in the summertime. So very thankful. Hello, Pam. Hello. And Lakeisha says, Columbia, South Carolina. Okay. It's hot there. It can be hot there. So yeah, let's see. Royalty Queen. So LaBeast. Oh my Lord. 93 in Central California. Okay. And bless. So you're near where I'm at. And so it's been very, very, very mild. The last time we were there a couple of weeks ago, it felt so nice in Southern California. So that's good. Charlotte, North Carolina. Whoop, whoop. I love Charlotte. I love Charlotte Airport. And that's what I'm saying. I love Charlotte Airport. It's a very nice airport. If I have a layover, I don't mind the layover being in Charlotte Airport because it has everything, and it's a hub. But I like it. It's hot here in Texas. Child, is always hot in Texas, sunshine, until November, December, because y'all have been getting some really, really harsh winters. When I lived there, we didn't get the winters that you guys are getting recently. Although, when I had my daughter in Texas, Central Texas, she'll be 25. So 25 years ago, there was a really bad ice storm and all of that. So yeah, it can get bad in Texas. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Texas, the weather can be kind of harsh in Texas, for real. Now, y'all, I got something to drink here. What y'all sipping on? What are y'all sipping on? So I have this Angry Orchard and it ain't open. And I don't have nothing up here to open it. And Mr. B downstairs cooking, so I can't even be like, bang! Can't do it. So I'm going to settle for some water, which is probably what I need to settle for anyway. I need to get my water on. But yeah, what y'all drinking? Michelle, I know she was trying to get her family back healthy from being sick and helping with her grandkids going back to school. Who? What's going on with Chopping It Up with Roz? I haven't seen her on YouTube. Is she okay? Well, I don't know Roz personally. I've never spoken to her personally. I did notice that she wasn't going live because typically speaking, when I'm done going live, I can look and see who else is going live. And Roz usually goes live right after I go live. So I did go on her channel, and the last time she posted was like a week ago. And the last video was like a week ago. And then she did like a community post saying, you know, she's just got a lot going on. So hopefully that's all it is with her. But, you know, unfortunately, I don't have anything to report because I don't know anything specifically that's going on with that. I do know that her and Latrice are battling it out. And so maybe, it probably doesn't have anything to do with that. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I can't speculate. Watermelon and strawberry water. Nice, nice. I'm drinking plain old agua, and which is good. Plain old agua. Water for me. Nice. Royalty Queen says she has legal matters as well. Okay. That seems to be going around on the YouTube street. So how many of you, leave a comment down below if you're following the Daryl Moore squad versus the Larry Reid situation. It's getting heated. They're going to court soon. It's ridiculous. We could talk more about it if you leave a comment down below if you're interested, if you know what that is. But it's all a bunch of foolishness and mayhem. And you know what I'm going to say about all of it is there's a thin line between public commentary and defamation and what is the other one? And all those other things that people get accused of. I don't agree with doxing people's information. What that means is giving out phone numbers, addresses, and stuff like that. Like, that's below the belt. Talking about people's children, minor children, that's below the belt to me. But to me personally, there are some vloggers that or some YouTubers and Facebook people that they go back and forth, and that's just what they're going to do. And we see that with Daryl Moore and Larry Reid and his people and stuff like that. But some of us just don't have the energy for it. But also, what I do know is when you're online, you just have to have a thick skin. Like that's just the bottom line. This is the number one advice that I tell people when they're asking, should I start a YouTube channel? All I'm saying is you better be ready. It's real cute when less than 1,000 people know you. When you're at the less than 100 phase, it's really cute. It's mild. You get trolled every now and then. But when you go viral, or when you become more popular or whatever, you have to have a thick skin. Whether you're the person putting out the content or you're the person commenting or whatever, it don't matter. You just have to have a thick skin. I have people come on here still commenting on a freaking video that I did about Latrice freaking 3 months ago. And it confuses me because I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I'm like, oh child, she mad about this. And girl, listen, they be telling me to grow my hair out, flat iron my hair. I be cracking up. When I tell you I be cracking up, I'll show my husband, I say, babe, look. That thing be so funny. A lot of times they don't go in on my looks and stuff like that. I mainly get trolls that are like, they're like, look at you. You don't have anything else better to do. A black woman down in another black woman. And I'm like, but here, and then they'll call me out my name or something like that. And I'm like, but here you are calling me out my name, telling me that I shouldn't call somebody else out their name. And if you know anything about my videos, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I've never called Latrice out of her name. And the only thing that I've remotely said about Coco was that he looked like Flavor Flav to me, or that's the vibe that he was giving. I didn't even say he looked like him. I said that's the vibe that he was giving. But also that video was umpteen years old. So a lot of people are trying to keep pot stirred and everything. And that doesn't mean that I'll never comment on Latrice. There's nothing for me to comment on there. And also my entire platform will not be based on just one person. So it's just very interesting when you have people that support people and ride out for people. It's the tit for tat and they're in your comment section. My bottom line is, as long as someone is not doxing me, lying, as far as just outright straight up lying and stuff, child, they can say whatever they want to say. It does not bother me, not one bit, because I know who I am and I know whose I am. So anyway, if you're just joining in, it's Foolishness Friday. I'm going down the comment section. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. But we just kind of parked here with online beefs and all that stuff. So anyway, and what I'm reading through here is that y'all are really, really getting tired of it. On a walk with my puppy, drinking water. Nice. On a walk is good. I have not been to the gym this week. I need to get to the gym. And, the fact that you're on a walk, drinking, one day I'm gonna go live on a treadmill. That's just it. I'm gonna do my whole show on a treadmill. That'll kill two birds with one stone. Child, I want to talk about LaBeast lying, trifling, bully behind, trying to play victim now after Ross did what she was supposed to do and lawyer up. Treese is a whole demon. I said what I said. Again, I don't know what happened. You guys got to catch me up. Like literally tell me, okay, this person said this in this video, that person said that in the video. But the bottom line for me is I knew it was going to get to that place, because when you go on tit for tat, all this other stuff, my concern is whether it's Latrice or whether it's Roz. I don't think those young ladies would do anything to each other. It's these crazy fans. That's my concern, because I would hate for somebody to feel like they're gonna be Captain Save a person and go crazy and do something because someone doxed either one of their information, and so now they're in danger. They both have children. They both have she don't have grandchildren, but they have young children. It's just out of hand when it becomes a safety issue. So I'm not surprised. Just Me is chiming in. She's like, yes. My sis Roz doing what she needs to do, taking a mini vacation and sticking the beast in the background. It's overdue. Y'all know my mouth has no filter. You're fine. You're fine. Again, like I said, I don't have a nickel in that dime. You guys, this is Foolishness Friday, viewer led. The problem is I don't know what's going on. I honestly have not been watching them. So I can't lead the conversation because I have no idea what you're talking about. Because I haven't watched the videos. The last video, I tell you what, let me give you, the last video was the video a week or two ago when Latrice and I didn't even watch the full video. It said something about Shrek, and she was wearing a t-shirt. And with Shrek on, wreck yourself before you Shrek yourself, something like that, whatever. That was the last Latrice video that I saw. Then Roz was live. I'll be honest with you, I did not watch that. And then Roz's daughter went live. It was just too much. It's just too much for me, y'all. It's just too much. So to say that, I say that to say, y'all can comment on it, but I don't know beyond. I can't lead this conversation because I don't know the facts of what specifically the people said in their videos or whatever. But I can speak for myself. Even when I did my initial video, my video was never meant to hurt Latrice or Coco. It really was, like I said, talking about toxic relationships and just really using them as a foundation and going on. If it was something else that would occur, whatever that I felt like I wanted to comment on, I would, but it's not. So yeah. Okay. So you're saying she on a mini vacation. Nothing wrong with that. I wish all the foolishness stopped. So immature. That's why I love your channel. Thank you, Pam. I am. Period. Okay, thank you, just me. Yep. Period. Latrice and Roz is getting old. Okay. Again, y'all, I would love to comment and kind of guide that conversation. I'm just letting y'all have a moment to vent as we do on Foolishness Friday. This is your platform on Fridays, and actually it's you guys help me. It's because of you that I'm able to go live and have an audience. But Fridays, you guys drive the conversation. So if that's where y'all are at, get it all out. As long as there's no defamation, no lying, do not drop nobody address and all of that stuff. Like, we're not doing that on this channel. Not happening. Hey everyone. Hey April, good to see you. Hey girl. Hey, hey Michelle. Thank you for shouting out April. I love when you guys do that. The Beast is trying to do damage control. It's way too late. She done did entirely too much. I rock with Roz because she's a authentic, genuine person who has good intentions. Okay. Like I said, I have no idea what happened, but yeah. Beautiful spirit. Awesome. LaBeast chose to go to the bottom of the barrel and do the evil madness she did. So I have no problem speaking out. I still don't know what you're talking about. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's fine. It really, really, really is fine because I'm team this is old. I'm not going to lie to you and nobody else. Whatever they got going on, I support, both of them. I told y'all even from the beginning, I find both of them very entertaining or whatever, but I'm just not going to involve myself in this whole tit for tat. Not happening. Fill us in, not being watching her drama in a minute. Nope. I want to know how she getting all her supporters to agree with her. That tells me they can't think on their own. That's the thing about supporters, that's what it is. They are her supporters. There's a fraction of people, whether it's Latrice or anybody else, they are going to ride out for whoever. That's how come you still have people riding out for people that have done absolutely illegal things and everything else. It really doesn't matter. It's just they don't believe whatever the other person is saying. So in other words, they really truly believe when I did my video saying whatever, they didn't even watch the full video. They didn't even see what I said, but I'm a hater. But you didn't even watch what I said or whatever. So that's just their mindset. So Blessed Reborn is adding Monica, Reborn Spirit, but on the real. Okay. Well, just go watch the videos. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm invested because Roz didn't do anything wrong, but LaBeast feel like she runs the internet. Bitch, I'm not watching the videos. I'm not giving them any views. That's how come I don't watch it. So, and we can leave it at that. That's fine. Roz didn't do anything wrong. But LaBeast feels like she runs the internet. Okay. Who Treese wore? When Treese wore the Shrek shirt. I don't think Roz has been live since. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I saw the Shrek shirt thing because somebody texted me, said, oh, she's live, check it out, because she was clowning. And then I went, Roz, I caught a little bit of that. And I don't even know if that was that same day. I honestly don't. And then I didn't click on a live, but I think, you know how when you're on the Explorer page, they show you different people that are live or different people's videos. And then I saw where her daughter said, quit speaking about my name. But, you know, I'm not trying to frustrate anybody, but I'm the type of person, I can't speak on anything. I will not speak on anything on this channel that I don't have the facts on. I'm not invested in any one of them enough to go watch the video and then defend them. Not doing it. So that's that. We can keep going. I agree, Monica. Monica got an amen section today. Come on now. I agree. Hello, Miss Melissa. Glad to be on. Miss you. Miss you. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that you are on. Happy that you know, you have time to let your hair down on this Foolishness Friday. So if you're just peeking in, just like Miss Andrea, and you're just like, what's going on? What's going on? Today is Foolishness Friday. And it's basically viewer-led content conversation. It's basically what y'all want to talk about. I have 2 pictures that I want to discuss, but, you know, pretty much we're just here viewer-led. And so we got on Latrice and Roz. And unfortunately, like I said, I really don't have anything that I could say has to be general, because I'm not going to speak on something I don't know about. So that's that part. We're giving lots of love to April, Madele. They're all enablers. Yeah. Hell, they're not supporters. They certified crash test dummies. They can't decipher right from wrong. Period. Monica, I totally agree with you. So true. And the thing about it is, whether it's my channel, Latrice, or anybody else, birds of a feather flock together. Period. So it's not even that they don't understand or whatever. Birds of a feather flock together, and that's okay. You know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know I'm not, and I'm completely. Let me take that off, and I'm completely okay with that. You know, so yeah, it's all good. I'm good. I just asked to be filled in because she was being brought up. It's all good. Yeah, bless. It's all good. Again, like I said, I wish I could fill you in. I wish I could give y'all my opinion, other than the fact that I think all of it is old. And I hope that they both stay safe, because to me, it's not about them as the creators or as the internet personalities. To me, it's the fans that you have to be careful about, because they're the ones that I mean, you hear it. Oh, so-and-so wanted me to do this, do that, whatever. So I pray both of them are safe. Thank you, everyone who agreed with me and see what I'm saying. We see what you're saying. I just can't comment because I don't know. Yes, we saw that on the community page. I mentioned that, Helga. Helga says Roz's son was sick and her daughter was getting ready to go to college. And she said, you know, she's spending family time or whatever. She will be back next week. Okay. Dark Side. Hey, what's up? What's up? True Facts, Monica. Monica, she meant to say Monica Clay. We got some purple hearts and we got more purple hearts. Okay. So I'm going to just get it started because, and y'all keep commenting or dropping your subjects, whatever it is that y'all want to talk about down below. But again, certain things, I don't watch the channel, or if I'm not abreast on it, I really can't comment on it one way or another. But again, my biggest thing, my only comment about all of it is they really need to make sure that they are remaining safe. I know some of y'all absolutely hate Latrice or whatever, but I don't wish anything bad on her or her children. Same thing, absolutely same thing with Roz. I don't wish anything on her, her children, her grandchildren, anything. And this kind of stuff can really, really, really escalate really quickly and get out of control. And it's the fans. It has nothing to do with them two. It's the fans. And I have seen on certain people's channels, where Latrice has sent fans, go find out about this and find out about that. I don't know if she's done that recently, but I'm just saying, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful with that. Anyway, yes, because it's mean on them YouTuber streets. Yes. And It's mean, but you know, views. People like drama. People love drama, and I'm the type of person, if you knew me personally, I don't mind sitting like this at the drama. This me. But I'm not getting involved in it. And that's in my personal life and everything. So in real life, all that tit for tat and all such stuff, I spoke about that before. But as far and as far as starting drama, that's not that. God knows that I have so much. Like, I could be shoe shopping, I could be swimming in my pool, I could be cooking dinner, I could be spending time with my kids instead of drama, because the problem with drama and internet beefs and everything else, especially if these people, you don't know them. None of these people are paying my bills. None of these people are doing absolutely nothing for me. They're not even my supporters, right? Because the truth of the matter is, if I get into an internet beef with somebody, they're not subscribed to my channel. At the least, they're not even subscribed to my channel. So they're not, these people don't do nothing for me. So somebody could say, oh, those aren't really Melissa's glasses. Yep, you're right. These aren't really my glasses. Melissa's not really at her house. That's a Airbnb. Yep, you are absolutely right. I don't have the energy in real life to dispel the foolishness and mayhem in the internet streets. And I thank God, knock on wood, and everything else. I'm not in no type of beef, and I don't expect to be, because that's just not how I roll in real life. That's just on that. So yeah, whatever. What's for dinner tonight, ladies? So tonight, Mr. B is cooking this personal dish that he calls it, and the kids call it chicken stuff, but it's basically like a stewed chicken, and it has seafood in it, and it's all gooeyed up with this nice sauce and everything, and he usually puts it over rice. So exactly, I'm gonna highlight that comment as soon as I'm done. So he's making chicken stuff over rice, and it has like a red wine taste to it and all of that. So yeah, that's what's for dinner for me. But y'all comment and tell Sunshine we could discuss dinner. But Coach Hicks came in and he's like, I remember that time you started drama with me about 40 years ago. 48 years ago, okay? Tell the truth. It was when I was born. No, I don't have time for that crap. Let's see. Yes, it's Sunshine says yum. It is so good. And it's such an intricate dish because it has onions and garlic and all this other stuff. And we love it. But if he doesn't get, I hope he started cooking, because if he doesn't, it's like we're gonna eat at 9 o'clock, because he's got to stew this and stew that and let that simmer and then simmer. But man, when it's finally done, we just be like, we love it. So when he told me he was gonna make chicken stuff, I was like, oh, you're gonna make chicken stuff? So I was like, are you gonna start as soon as you get off work? Are you gonna start cooking? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, all right. So yes, that's what's for dinner. Leave a comment down below. Join in that conversation. Again, today is Foolishness Friday. And you know, as long as we keep it classy and we can get ratchet. Y'all already know that. We can get ratchet. I can go from 0 to 100, but at the same time, we got to keep it classy over here. Melissa, the classy YouTuber, love you for being you. That's Michelle. Thank you for the compliment. That's the only person that I can be. And that's one thing that I promise God, promise myself. And I think that's all who I promise myself and promise God, that I will always be myself. I'm not going to do anything for views. Trust me. If I wanted to just, catapult and be this, move faster than a healthy rate for me as a YouTuber, I would be commenting and saying a whole lot of stuff, but that would be against my character. That would be against who I really am at the core of me. And my channel is my place for me to be me. And that's what it is. And if some people think it's boring, if some people think, oh, she thinks she all that, I don't think I'm all that. It's me. Like it is what it is. Some people have the energy for all that back and forth and all it. Listen, I don't like having a headache. I don't like my blood pressure up. Now, don't get me wrong. When someone comes on and they be saying their little stupid comments and all this other stuff, I get them with a nice nasty. I hit them how I hit them, or whatever. But the whole internet beef and stuff like that. And it's not just these two YouTubers. We see it all throughout YouTube. And a lot of it is just for clicks, likes, and views. And I'm just not going to sell myself like that. I'm not. It's the same thing with fake pranks. Like, you know, some of these YouTubers, they have some of these fake pranks going on. I'm a prankster at heart. So I believe in real pranks. I believe, but have you ever seen a YouTuber do videos or whatever, do a prank, and then like the freaking camera, they be like, oh, wow, what is happening here? I'm scared, looking dead at the camera. And then you're like, you knew the camera was there, all for likes and views. And it's just, that's not my form of entertainment. That's just me. Her followers are just as messy as she is, and she incites the mess always. Exactly, Sunshine. And that's what I mean. Like, I know some of you are subscribed to a number of different YouTubers. I'm subscribed to some of the most messiest YouTubers. Absolutely. And then I have some that flow like how I flow. But I say that to say, you know, in all these internet beefs, the biggest thing is, it reminds me of the Trump supporters versus everyone else. Those people were in Washington doing their jobs, doing whatever, but people, the core of America, was losing relationships with each other, fussing, losing Facebook friends, losing family members, because they're arguing, doing a fight that really is the fight in Washington, where and ultimately they don't care about y'all like that. But yet the grassroots relationships that you have, you're losing it because, you know, I'm so-and-so supporter, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I want them both to be safe, and none of it is right. If anybody is releasing anybody's information and all of that, that is wrong, period. It's wrong. Right, Michelle. Yes, Treese does all that. She the head demon, and now she wants to play victim. I'm very peaceful, humble individual, but for what she did to Raj, yeah, I'm active, period. Raj didn't deserve that. Again, you keep saying that, but I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what did she do? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she did. What did she do and then played the victim? Yeah, I don't know. April Lee, that's why I love watching her. Okay, nice. I remember that time you started drama with me about 40 years ago. Y'all, this is my brother. So the truth of the matter is, I started drama with him 48 years ago. Okay, if he's not telling the truth, it was 48 years ago. And my brother's the same way. We don't have time for that. Like, we're like that. Like, I don't know. I can't say if it's how we were raised, but even my mother is like that, in the sense of, I can't think of an adult time where she was in the middle of mess. Like, y'all, I'm 48 years old. Like, I'm just not playing these schoolyard games. Now, does that mean I will defend myself? Absolutely. I said that. But, and I do know how to defend myself, and I can go off if I want to, whatever, but it's just not a good look as far as I'm concerned. Someone said, yum, salad. Okay, Lakeisha. Here go another one. So first we have Blessed convicted me because she's walking outside, and then Lakeisha coming around the corner talking about I'm eating a salad. So Lakeisha, your salad, is it like what I like to call a really junky salad? Does it have all this stuff in it? The meat, the cucumbers, and what else? The celery. What else I could taste in there? The cheeses, the peppers, and everything. Or are you like a plain salad? Let us know. Realistically speaking, if someone did you the way Treese did Roz, I'd ride for you the same way. It's what it is. I'm on the right. I'm not saying that you're not on the right side of right. I'm not saying, I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm not saying you're wrong or you're crazy or any of that. I'm just telling you, for me, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Treese did to Roz to make you take a side. Like, I don't know what's happening. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, listen, y'all can support whoever, however, or whatever. If some of you are like into it and you want her to go off and cuss out and everything else, I'm here for you guys' desire to want her to do that. What I'm saying, Monica, every time you comment, I don't know what you're talking about. So when you're like, like, this is a second or third time you said if Treese did to you what she did to Roz. And what I'm saying is, what happened? Like, and so you're like, oh, go watch the videos. I'm not watching the videos. So maybe that's where the disconnect in the communication is. But no, I'm not saying that you're wrong for riding for Roz. I'm not saying that I have anything against Roz. Number one, I don't know Roz personally to give y'all an answer as to where she's at or whatever. But the second thing is, I have not been keeping up with any of this. So because I haven't been keeping up with it, I can't comment responsibly. Like, and that's just how I am. Like, there's some women that will, or men that, like, I can go to my brother and say, you know what, so-and-so did. In other words, can be influenced to not like somebody because of what they did to somebody else. Carrying someone else's offense. All I'm saying is, I don't know what's going on, but that has nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. Y'all find it out, stay on it, watch every video, everything. Dude, I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. None. So much so, I think that's just where the communication, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I don't know. Steak and cheese sub with Pam. Okay. So I like a good steak and cheese sub. That is the only time I will eat ketchup. I will put ketchup on it, a little bit of mayo. I'm weird because I will saute the bell peppers with the onions on a little steak and cheese, but then I don't want to eat it. Does that make sense? So odd. But I like jalapenos on mine. But I like a good steak and cheese sub. 100% Monica. Absolutely true. If I disagree with a person page, I stay away. Okay. Pam, I'm the same way. It depends. I can't really say that. Because I can watch someone and disagree, but if I just absolutely can't stand someone, I definitely stay away. So in other words, how they say, you know, if you hate me or you hate my page or you hate whatever, don't like I don't stalk somebody that I have beef with or whatever like that. Like I won't be on your page like that. But disagreeing with someone would not necessarily keep me off their page because I'm nosy. But drama will keep me off your page more so than me disagreeing, because I don't want all of you guys to agree with me. I love our conversations where you guys are like, nope, especially like the ones yesterday and the one the other day. We don't have to agree. So and I don't have to agree, like me and my kids don't have to agree, or me and my husband don't always agree. It has to be something fundamentally I don't know the word that I'm trying to say, but something really, really fundamental that we disagree on for me not to, it's like, okay, Satanism or something. You have a page and y'all doing seances and all that. I ain't on your page. You know, I'm not that curious, but generally speaking, if we don't agree, that's fine. But for me, if I just absolutely, the drama becomes too much. The YouTube drama becomes too much. And again, that has nothing to do with Latrice and or Roz. For me, I mean, I could think of a few channels that I follow and I'm just like, I am over this. I've talked about CJ So Cool and Royalty. Y'all know those are my internet nieces and nephews. But I'm like, I am so over y'all and y'all fake drama, because that's the new thing, faking drama to up the views. And that's, for me, that's a deal breaker for me. Royalty is giving fist, thumbs up. Where are we? Here we go. You're welcome, Melissa. Been watching you since day one. Thank you, Michelle. I really, really appreciate it. Day one has been a minute ago. I got to tell you, I think I'll probably react to it. We're going to do a live reaction to my first video. I told y'all I was going to do that. I started YouTube seriously about a year ago, and I did my first video. And I went back and watched it maybe about 2 months ago, and I said, oh my God, I got to react to this. I got to do a live reaction on my channel. So if you've been rocking with me since that, and you still stuck around, great. Monica Pierce says, hello, everyone. Hey, girl. Thanks, y'all. I'm just being me and fighting for right, period. Yeah, no, you're fine. Girl, you know you're fine. Listen, again, like I said, this is Foolishness Friday. This is viewer-led conversation. And like I said, if y'all started it out and y'all want to talk about Latrice and Roz, and we talked about it, but I couldn't, there's only so much I could say responsibly. Because I don't know what it is that you guys are specifically talking about. Those of you that have been watching all the videos and all of that, you know exactly what's going on, because I'm the type, when it's Latrice, I'll turn it on, watch a couple of minutes, and then I'm out of there. Roz, I don't know when the last time I've watched anybody's video all the way through. I just don't, either I don't catch them right away. 9 times out of 10, it's when my live is done, so I'm exhausted, so I really don't have the energy for that, or I'll go back at a later time or whatever. But when it gets back to the back and forth, I'm sorry, I'm out. I don't appreciate the way y'all keep saying the way she did Roz. What happened? I don't appreciate the way she did Roz. It's a public platform. I guess where I'm lost is that Paris Harley was the one that dragged her, but she didn't go after her. Okay, so that was at Monica, because, and y'all go ahead and talk about it, but I'm here to say I have no idea who Paris Harley is, and I don't know what Latrice did to Roz. So, but y'all go ahead and talk about it. Shishi, exactly, the works. Okay, the works. She put the works in the salad. Nice. You know, I very recently, maybe in the last year or two, I started putting apples in my salad. That's what I started doing. She's no match for Paris. Again, I don't know who that is. Jesus. Melissa, she's talking to the ones that rock with Roz. She who? She who? But see, I think the implication that is being said, I think it's being implied that I don't rock with Roz. Just because I don't know her personally doesn't mean that I don't support her and her channel. I'm subscribed to her and everything. It's just like I said, I'm not with the back and forth or whatever. So yeah, that part. Hello, Monica Pierce. Pam, I am. I'm 53. Treese was funny, but she changed up with her comedy, so I stopped watching. I don't know these ladies personally. Okay, Pam, I hear that a lot. A lot of people, whenever we get on this subject, a lot of people really say that about her, and people change. But yeah, I've seen people comment that. People that have watched Latrice for a very long time, they say that she's changed. But the thing is, you know, she's gonna change. She's gonna evolve, especially if you, hopefully. The question is whether you feel like it was for the good or the bad. But yeah, I love these grown folk conversations. That's just what we do over here. We don't got to agree. We do not have to agree, but it also doesn't mean because I disagree. So in other words, if I disagree with the tit for tat in the online drama of anybody's channel, that doesn't mean that I don't like them. That doesn't mean that I don't support them. That doesn't mean that I don't rock with them and subscribe to their channel. Absolutely not. Like, I'm having Chick-fil-A lemon kale Caesar salad. Wow, somebody had that last week. Nice. I don't get the kale. I get the marketplace. Chick-fil-A marketplace salad, and then I add some grilled Chick-fil-A spicy chicken. Come on now. Right? Thank you. Disagree with negativity and messy. Does that include having a child with autism? Yes, thank you. You need that. I don't know what we're talking about. Does that include having a child with autism? Yes, thank you. You need that. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Andrea. Come back. Bring me back to that conversation, because I don't know what you're talking about. The conversation is probably going to be all over the place. And speaking of that, if you're just popping in, you're like, what's going on? It's Foolishness Friday. It's viewer led. You guys come in and you guys can comment whatever it is that you want to talk about. I have a few things that I may want to talk about, but ultimately speaking, you guys drive the conversation tonight. It's viewer led. So with this comment, unfortunately, Andrea, we've been talking about everything else. I don't remember if I said something or if you're commenting on something else. Does that include having a child with autism? Yes, thank you. Need that. I don't know. I don't know. What I saw, she had her fans find Roz's address and they posted it on her page. Then they posted a house that was supposed to be Roz, then took it down. But Roz said she Ross said she was threatening. And I said that from beginning. I said that from the absolute beginning. I don't care whether it's Roz, Latrice, or anybody else. No one, or any other YouTuber. This is a dangerous game, is what I'm saying. And you just validated what I just said. I don't want either one of these young women to be harmed in any way. So doxing people is absolutely wrong. I do not do that on my channel. I don't condone it on my channel. But the other part about that is, it be, to me, a lot of times, just if I can just speak Ebonics, it be the fans. It be the fans. It has nothing to do with, and again, I don't know, you're just catching me up, and I thank you for telling me, because I wasn't where y'all were at. Y'all were really, really frustrated because I can't comment. But my bottom line is, I don't care who it is. I don't care what's going on. No one should be placing another YouTuber, another Facebooker, or anybody else in danger by disclosing that information. And if I can be absolutely honest with you, somebody and this person doesn't, I haven't seen them on my channel, but somebody inboxed me an address. I don't know if it's Latrice's real address or anything. I just saw it. I saw the inbox and I deleted it because I'm not interested in that. Again, that's messy. Again, that's none of my business. Again, that's not information that people should be sharing. Now, is it granted? Is it public information? It probably is if she bought a house, but I don't need that. Like that's not the party that I'm having. Now, if Latrice get back with Coco, you better believe I probably will do a video. If something more happens between Roz and Latrice, I may do a video. I may not. Who knows? I talk about what I want, when I want, and how I want. But having people's addresses and phone numbers and doxing them is not an interest of mine. And I think the person that sent that to me got offended because I didn't bite it and do a video or post it or whatever. That's just not me. Like, I'm not doing that. That's wrong. Hello, Supergram. So anyway, let's get these topics rolling. Who eats in bed? I had popcorn. I had to change my sheets. Pam, listen. Now we're getting into some Foolishness Friday. Let me tell you something. Supergram, hold on before we get on that. Supergram, it's Foolishness Friday. Whatever you want to talk about, drop a comment and we're talking. But right now we're talking about eating in bed. I am the chief snacker. I am the snacker in bed in chief. I am the president of the club. I don't eat dinner in bed. I ain't gonna say that I haven't, but I don't eat dinner in bed. But you best believe we're going to have, where's my husband? We're going to have popcorn. Watch this. Let me see. I'm going to put him on speaker till I tell him I'm live. Popcorn, drinks, my nightstand full of water bottles. Hey, babe, I'm on live. Listen to this question and you're going to crack up. Listen to this question. I said, I'm the president of this club. Wait, listen, I'm going to put you on speaker. The question was, because you know it's Foolishness Friday and we talk about whatever known to man. So Pam I am said, who eats in bed? I had popcorn and I had to change my sheets. I'm the chief of that club, ain't I? Yeah, you are. Okay, how far along are you with the chicken stuff? You getting there? I'm getting there. Okay. All right. When that question came up, I just started laughing. So yeah. All right. So to answer your question, me, popcorn, fruit snacks, candy, chips. Like, it's a thing. It's a thing. And then like when him and I were like, oh, what movie we're going to watch? You got to bring the snacks upstairs. And we just sit there and we do whatever we do. But yes, Pam, I am. That is, I do. So what happened? Why you had to change the sheets? Because it must have fell in the sheets. I hate when you like tip a drink over in the bed, because then you got to really change the sheets in that moment. But yes, I do eat in bed. I shouldn't, but I do. Then got the nerve to be mad at the kids. No eating in your room. I feel like a hypocrite. So yeah. That's because I take my things down right away, or the next day, or the day after that. So, but I feel like my daughter, the baby daughter, she has so many, let me just say it, Ebonics. She be having so many water bottles in her room. And so I'll pass by, they're empty. So thank goodness she does drink all the water, because they're not allowed to have food upstairs, and we don't drink like Kool-Aid and stuff like that upstairs. Only water is allowed to be upstairs. So child, she had so much water bottles up there. One time she made a Fortnite gun. I said, you had enough water bottles to make a Fortnite gun. Girl, you crazy. What are we talking about? So yeah, I think I caught up with you. Foolishness Friday. You guys lead the conversation. As Rochelle says, smooth talk on Friday. I need to set up my mic so I can get my radio voice going. But yes, it's Foolishness Friday. We're talking about whatever it is that y'all want to talk about. And thank you, Rochelle, for catching everyone up. Hello, everyone. I was a follower. I've met all of them personally, but it's just too much. I had to stop watching. Oh, okay, Ruby, you've met them all. Nice. She changed a lot after Coco. Okay. And I think she even said that, I think. Don't quote me, child. Don't be running over there telling them Melissa said you changed. I don't know. I think she said that. Absolutely. Hello, Rochelle. Doxing is very illegal, but it's also very dangerous. Doxing is very illegal. And that's why, you know, I think when that person sent me that address, it really pissed them off that I didn't dox and put it on my channel and stuff like that. That's not funny to me. That's not nothing to play with. That's nothing, you know, it's nothing to play with. It is very illegal. And that's phone numbers, address, kids, school, all of that. All of that is off limits. I don't care what I do online. When you do that, you've now crossed the line. And so when that person sent that to me, I haven't seen that person on my channel since. And I am A-okay with that. If that pissed you off about me because I didn't do that, hey, I'm good with it. Because I don't want that kind of energy. Sure don't. Hello, Ruby King. Yes, just way too much drama. Superstar says, I can't eat in bed. I'm always nervous that I'll drop something. And Superstar, I ain't even gonna tell you what color my sheets are. One set. White it in snow. All my pillows are white and light gray, or like a rose gold or whatever. Like I have light colored stuff, and I literally huge white comforter, the whole nine. Yeah. That's me. But interestingly, we don't spill anything on the sheets when they're white. I think we try to behave, but all of our comforters are really, really light. So we try not to bring that type of stuff in the room. But popcorn, potato chips, we got fruit snacks, remnants, the little fruit, because, okay, leave a comment down below. Do you just grab one fruit snack, like the little package? I don't grab just one. I'm grabbing a whole handful. Like they may as well make supersize. They do actually, of the fruit snacks. But yeah, I would bring water to bed. You're laughing. Her cousin is the same way. Water bottles at the girl. What are we gonna do with them? Water bottle at the water bottle. And then she was like, "This is my collection." And I'm like, "Sis, we don't need to collect water bottles." But like I said, thankfully, she's not the type where, number one, she will keep her room dirty because she's very, very clean. Now, that's not to say from Monday to today, you know, between track practice and going to school and everything, that the room won't look like it needs to be cleaned. Absolutely. But generally speaking, she's an old lady. But why all those water bottles? Like, what are you doing? Now, the boy, on the other hand, he's a gamer, streaming and all of that. So he tries to sneak and eat and everything, but he can't really sneak because I mean, your room is right near mine. So, sir, what are you doing? Talking about you doing a video, an individual raising a parent or children with sickness or disability. Nice. Okay. Let me write that down. Yes, I can talk about that because that is important as well. I don't want to change the vibe, but yes, Andrea, I will add that into the video. So let's say, so that way the person, I know for a fact that the person that requested the video is on the live now. So person, you know who you are. Let's have this conversation about caring for loved ones with disabilities or ailments, or your parents in their old age. Let's do that on Monday. And I'm just writing a note, Andrea, to add to the topic of conversation if you have a child with autism or a sickness. So we'll do that on Monday. Let me write Monday. See, I already got Monday's video down packed. And so here's the thing. If you are not caring for someone and you feel like, okay, I'm gonna miss Monday's live, try to hang on into that, only because at some point, even if it's just your parent, you're gonna probably be caring for someone that will have sickness or old age or whatever. And there's a huge conversation that should be had, that a lot of things, I saw my mother do this twice, specifically with her sister, until she passed away. It is no joke. And I learned so much in watching that whole process of caring for your loved ones. And I can't even imagine even thinking about the fact that I'm caring for my ill sister. This is my sister. This isn't even my mother. Can you imagine the mental stuff that goes on with that? So anyway, oops, I almost switched the vibe. So anyway, yes, I will talk about individuals with autism or physical defects and stuff like that, because also with that, I've also worked with families and children, getting them services and stuff like that. So we talk about that. It's going to be good on Monday. So tune in on Monday, and we're going to have that grown woman conversation about being caretakers for our loved ones. That will be the title. That will be what we will be talking about. Becoming caretakers for our loved ones. And again, I encourage you, even if right now you're thinking in a foreseeable future, that won't be me, but you never know. If you're still in a childbearing age, we don't know what our kids will come out until they actually come out. If you have grandparents, mothers, or whatever, like my mom, thank God, knock on wood and everything else, she's a spry 70-year-old. But I know that there's going to be a time that I'm going to be like, okay, ma'am, you need to sit down somewhere. And then the caretaking happens, even if she can still care for herself, right? So I can sit here and kind of dismiss that conversation, join the stream, thinking, well, that won't apply to me. But I guarantee you keep living, you're going to be caring for somebody. Or we can have the conversation how you can be a better caretakee, a better patient, because that can be kind of trippy. Anyway, let's go. I have white sheets and comforters. Super. I have white sheets and comforters. But we do eat popcorn in bed. So yes, I'm a part of that club. In my opinion, she changed after she got with Coco and she got that PPP money. In my opinion, she's a habitual liar. Okay. Now what will Roz talk about now, huh? It's been weeks since she's been on. Interesting, huh? Teresa, I don't know. You see me writing down my subjects and driving a conversation on my channel. That's pretty much all I worry about. But I understand what you're saying, child. Yeah, I got you. Thank you so much. My son has autism and it's so hard. I need this. He's 19. It's tough. It's tough. Like I said, I've worked with families. I'm not going to get into it, and please don't think that I'm being disrespectful, because I won't go into it. I want to save it for the video on Monday. So, yeah. Do you always come on at 7 Eastern? Yes. Yes, I do. And so my mod Helga, yes, she does. I try to take Wednesdays off. One thing that I learned after I became a YouTuber, before I became a YouTuber, I used to be like, oh, you need to do a video. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? You need to do a video. Oh my God, they took a week off, or I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. What I learned since I started doing YouTube, especially if they are a medium to small YouTuber like myself, in the sense that there's no one else in here. I run my show, I edit my show, I do my own thumbnails, I do it all. That can be very exhausting. Now, I started doing lives live started working for me because I love the fact I like the instant conversation. I like the interaction. But prior to me doing lives consistently, I used to actually make videos, and I used to edit them and everything. And so that takes a lot of work if you want to put out quality work. So then my channel evolved, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I like this live stuff. I mean, I figure it out, whatever, and learned what I need to learn. And so to answer your question, yes, I always come on 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I take Wednesdays off and then Saturday and Sunday off unless something major happens, and then I'm logging on. And I take the Wednesday off because at first I used to do Monday through Friday, but I give Wednesday an option. Wednesday is my optional day, and I give myself that day off where if I choose to, I don't. If I don't want to go live, then I don't. If I do, I do. But it's been working out where I don't get burnt out. Like I did when I was trying to produce videos and edit and everything else. So that's why. Can we talk about death of our child one day? Absolutely. And I have someone that I can beg to come on my channel. Thankfully, knock on wood, praise Jesus, I've never experienced that beyond having a very, very early, not abortion, but what is it called? Miscarriage. So beyond an early term miscarriage, I don't know about, child loss or whatever. And I do not want to mess that up. But I know a lot of people that have experienced that. I have at least 4 friends that come to mind that have lost their children. But I also have a friend that runs a foundation, and I'm going to reach out to her and find out when she can come on the live, and we could just talk to her, interview her about it. She lost a son. He was stillborn. And she used that pain into purpose. And now this is what she does. She comes and she actually has a grief foundation and everything. So we absolutely can. And I will reach out to her. And if she, for whatever reason, is apprehensive, which I doubt, I have a couple of other friends, unfortunately, who have lost children that we could reach out to. Let me write that down. Contact her for child loss. And what I'll do so that you'll know, Pam, I am, so that you'll know to be on that live, I'll put it in my community tab. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And my heart goes out to you if you are the person that has dealt with that. With my last job, or with the job that I had before working for the state, I used to work what's called early intervention. And with early intervention, you basically from 3 and under, working with children with disabilities, helping their families get services and stuff like that. So basically kind of like a social worker, but if you know anything about service coordinator, social worker, that type of thing, that was me. So I know a lot of resources for people like that, but I don't want to mess up speaking about the emotional side or whatever, any of that, because I can't say that I've experienced that beyond a profession. So in my career, I've lost children and that I was working with and their families. And I can talk to you about that from the service point of view and what's out there and resources. But specifically Kiera, and hopefully, like I said, she will come on. I know she'll be the perfect person to help us out with that. So yeah, can't wait to reach out to her, to have her on the platform. Yeah. And leave a comment down below if there's something else. I know a lot of people and that have been through a lot of tragic things, a lot of happy things, a lot of good things. So if there's anything that you think that, hey, Melissa seems like she knows about this or knows someone or whatever, absolutely drop a comment and we'll get that conversation going. Helga says, thanks. I experienced it. Okay. My son passed. My son was 8, passed in 2003. God bless you. Jesus. He was a baby. What was his name? What was his name, Pam? Wow. So y'all, you know, not to change the atmosphere or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you why a lot of times I don't entertain drama and stuff like that, because I think of people like Pam. I think about the fact that getting into these beefs and stuff like that, there's way more things in life that could go wrong, that people are dealing with. I'm the weirdo. Like a lot of times, like how I'm sitting here, I be thinking about the fact, like, dang, somebody's planning a funeral right now. Like, that humbles you. That keeps you where you should be. That keeps you in a thankful place. That's just me. That's just how I think. I'm probably very unique, and none of you all probably think that. But again, that's what keeps me from wasting time on stuff that don't matter, like drama and stuff like that. Because I think about this and I'm like, dang, here I am mad with so-and-so. But like, literally stop for a second and think about it. Somebody is walking into a funeral home right now to view a body. Literally right now. And you want me to argue about freaking online people that I don't even know? Not happening. So that's me. That's me. Sorry, Pam, for your loss. Yes, so sorry. Absolutely. Just me. Sorry to hear that, Pam. I came home with empty arms from the, oh, God, my Lord. Please be on. When do we say? I don't know what day. I don't know what day. But Rochelle, please be on and give us some conversation information. I promise you, Kiera is anointed, and she is her foundation. She has her son that passed away. Well, I'm not gonna give it away because I hope that she'll be able to come on, and I'm gonna definitely reach out to her. But she is an awesome, like that. She is a true testament of taking that negativity and turning it into your passion. Absolutely. So yeah. Pam, I am loves hugs. Royalty is okay. My book, Royalty, it's okay. My book will be out soon. God has healed the pain. Absolutely, absolutely. Pam, I am so much love and hugs. Do you watch Kevin Samuels? I have. Not enough to be like, oh, last week he said this or this week he said that. I did notice that there was some conversation going around, but I didn't do enough research because whatever. He's sensational. He's sensationalized. So I haven't watched him enough, and I'm not interested in him enough to watch his videos to be like, oh my goodness, he said this. Now we've had a couple of conversations about what he said, because I have a problem. The problem that I have with him is that I'm not going to let someone tell me what my value is. I also feel like there's no organic meeting people organically anymore. And in it's like, oh, you got to have this many figures and this money and this, and you got to look a certain way and all this other stuff. And so I think that, when you think about marriage and stuff before, you just met who you met and you married who you married. So it was like, did the lawyer run into the garbage man? Well, guess what? They ran into each other and fell in love. It wasn't this whole modern woman this. Now, I do have certain views about a modern woman, but it may not be what he thinks or whatever. So I don't necessarily watch him because I don't subscribe to people telling me who I should be as a blank statement, period. That's just why. But he's popular because he's sensationalized. I think that I've seen him. I've watched a live where he tore into a man. So it's not just him and women. He tearing to everybody. He's funny to me in some ways, but then a lot of times I'm watching and I'm going, okay, but why are we listening to you? So sorry for your loss, Pam. Pam, let me know. I will support. Thank you all. Absolutely. His name was Joshua. God bless you, Joshua. May you continue to rest in peace. And Pam, may you continue to have the comfort that only God can give and provide through the loss of Joshua. And I know he'll forever be in your heart, forever. I was 16 years old and my brother went in a coma in my arms. My God, today. Wow. So is he still in a coma? Let me know. So if you probably were commenting around the time when I was talking about my mother caring for her sister. That used to always trip me out. Again, I'm a really deep, different thinker, and she probably never knew that I really thought about that because I never really expressed that. But it's probably a really weird feeling when you've grown up with someone. Y'all played dolls together, y'all ran in the park together, whatever, and then this person becomes almost childlike, and you're caring for your sister. That really isn't what we expect out of life, you know? So there's a lot of emotional stuff that goes on with that, especially, you know, their emotional challenges that they're having, physical challenges and everything. So sounds like there's definitely a need for that conversation. So tune in on Monday. That's what we're going to be discussing on Monday. And if you want to be a part of that discussion, like specifically coming online, being a part of the conversation, please let me know, for sure. Please let me know. I'm here for you if you need a friend. We care about you, Pam. Absolutely, Pam. And let us know when that book is out. Sunshine, I helped my son till he closed his eyes. Wow, 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 wow. You see what I mean, y'all? Like, I don't know. It could be corny to somebody or, you know, Pollyanna and all of that. But stuff like that grounds me. Stuff like that centers me. Stuff like that says you could be having it worse. Like you're complaining about it's hot in your house, but somebody's at the funeral home right now. You're complaining about, you know, a beef with somebody or whatever, but somebody is literally just walking to their car after that loved one just took their last breath because of COVID or whatever. That doesn't mean that we can't have fun for Foolishness Friday and all of that. That doesn't mean any of that. And it doesn't mean that I don't go into a negative space and cuss somebody out. Not saying that either, but I try to remain grounded and grateful because I know that it happened to Pam, but it very easily could have happened to me and our children. So it just keeps me grounded like that, you know, and in perspective. I haven't watched Kevin's full videos. I've only seen clips. Same, Super. I have not watched him in full. I caught a couple of his lives. Now I'm gonna tell you who's been coming around the corner, being very, very interesting, and I think they're gonna give each other a run for their money. The lead attorney. So let me write this down. Again, I don't have a problem. I'm not promoting his channel, but he's very interesting. The only thing I don't like is he looks off camera when he's talking, and that's a pet peeve of mine. But whatever. His name is either the lead attorney or a lead attorney. And he, there it is for y'all. He does, listen, he does like 8, 12-hour lives. He's on live for a long time and they having the conversation over there. Some stuff I agree with and stuff like that, but I think he ended up saying something about Kevin or whatever. I don't know, but he's going into commentary. He's a divorce lawyer. And he just talks about like a lot of different things and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm the same way. I tune in and then I get, it has to be really, I have to be in the mood to sit through that whole entire live of him going off on somebody or whatever. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here wondering, why is this female calling into this man knowing he's going to rip you a new one? Now, there are some truths to what he says to a certain degree, I think. And before I comment on it, I'd have to watch more of his videos to really see what it is that he really believes. I don't really know to the core of him because I'm getting bits and pieces. So I don't know who does he consider a modern woman? What's the problem with a modern woman? That whole thing. I just know that these are the things that he's saying. So yeah, that's it on him. You're such a blessing and an inspiration to me and everyone. Thank you, Andrea. I'm just me, child. I'm just me, you know, and I really appreciate you recognizing that, Andrea. And I hope that I can continue. And I do, like I said, I continue to tell myself to keep myself grounded. Right now, I'm at thousands of subscribers, but what happens when I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers? I want to be the same person, just struggling through these comments, trying to get through these millions of comments. But ultimately, just being the same inspiration, being the light, and just sharing what I know. Life is short. We need to love thy neighbor. Went to the hospital, down potassium IV, and was sent to Haven Hospice. Wow. You see what I mean? So YouTube user, I'm thinking that you're talking about yourself. You were sent to Haven Hospice. I hope that you do well and that you are healed. I don't know any more that's going on, but again, it's just stuff like that I don't have time for the negativity, y'all. I just don't, because people are dealing with stuff way greater, way heavier than me starting with someone. It's not worth it, y'all. What do you think about colorists? We've had this conversation before. It didn't take off. So not a lot of people, it didn't take off. You know, to me, certain conversations, if I mention it, it's going to take off. This was something that didn't take off. I thought I loved to talk about it. I want to talk about it because I think it's important. I saw a meme earlier today, and it was like, it said something to the effect, yeah, y'all like dark-skinned people now, but when we were in school, we were burnt toast. And I was like, yep, so true. You were burnt toast, you were blackie, you were this, you were that, the light-skinned girls, whatever. And absolutely true. That comment, that meme was so true. Now, what do I think about colorists? I think that things have gotten better in some ways, and in other ways it's worse. So how has things gotten better? My daughters, my children, our children are growing up in a time where melanin is celebrated. The darker the melanin, the darker the skin, y'all are celebrating that. I didn't grow up in that culture. I grew up in a culture, the brown bag test and all this other stuff. I was not a dark, deep skin, deep tone, dark person. So that was that reverse. I would get picked on because I was lighter and then I talked proper. And so, yes, it's crazy. And so you're going to pick on someone for talking proper or because this, that, and the other. So I think in that regard, like that meme said, you're celebrating darker skin now. And of course you have little jokes or whatever, but it's nowhere near, no one's getting bullied about their skin so much nowadays. But the flip side of that is if you spend any time on Instagram, you know that the colorist situation with these models and these kids and mixed kids and all this other stuff, there's a fetish behind that. And I think it's sick. And it's sending the message that if you are mixed, or if you are mixed race or interracial, however you want to say it, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I typically say mixed, then you are better. And, you know, for me, our kids look like the United Nations. I have a very pale child, one that's a little bit lighter than her, and then he's in the middle, all the way down to darker. And my husband is what he is, and I am what I am. But, you know, one thing that we've never done is made one kid feel like they were less than, or get in the house before you get dark. Or, you know, these are the things that we heard growing up, or we even said, I ain't going out there. I ain't gonna do nothing but get dark. And so that's so ignorant. And then what about the fact that so many people now, you know, and even back then, it's just never okay to say, you know what, I'm African American. I don't know what my roots are, whatever. People want to say they Irish, they did. Now, if you really are those things, perfect. But the idea is to just be purely whatever you are. That's not enough. I got to claim. I mean, listen, y'all know the kids. My great-great-great-grandmother was white. Well, hell, all of our great-great-great-grandmothers probably were white. You know, so, you know, the musicians are still being accused of it. Clubs and security at clubs are still being accused of it. It's still a problem. It's still a problem, but it's nowhere near like when we grew up. I love going through my Instagram reels and posts and everything. And, you know, dark skin, deeper melanin. Yes, melanin. Everybody's about the melanin. Melanin isn't new, but the concept of celebrating it and acknowledging it is new within the last, 3 to 5 years? Because when we were growing up, wasn't nobody celebrating melanin. You wanted to run far from being considered dark. So that's my take on it, and we could discuss it. Oh, Pam, I am. He passed away. Wow. Sorry to hear that. If y'all can see my profile, God has blessed me with a second child, a daughter on my profile with me. Nice, Pam. I can't see it, but you got your rainbow baby. And yeah, God always provides a promise after, whatever storm that we're going through. And I know some people are still waiting on their rainbow babies. I know people, my friend that I'm going to contact about child loss, she ended up having another son. And so, yeah, I get it. I only share this because life is short for hate. Perfect, Pam. That's what I'm saying. All that gets your blood pressure up. It's an ugly situation. And that's just not me. That's just not me. And the thing about it is, like I said, I know that drama and all of that stuff sells. I know it does. I'm just not going to sell it to you. And I look at the numbers. I see them go up and I see them go down. You start being positive or not letting them mess or whatever, people be dipping out. And I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. More prayers for Pam. Wanda. Hello, everyone. Hey, Wanda. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you like Wanda, you're peeking in, or someone called you and said, girl, Melissa on live talking about this. Welcome. Melissa's on live. We are having our Foolishness Friday viewer-led conversations. And there's so much that we've been talking about. The last thing we just talked about was colorism. So that's what we're doing today. Let's keep laughing, y'all. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My brother was in college. He played football and he was knocked unconscious and suffered a brain injury and hemorrhage. Yes. So this is what we'll be talking about on Monday. Sunshine, know that God has you. Pam, I am beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna break the monotony here and put this picture up because y'all know how I like to do. So this guy, I don't know if it's this guy or if he is the reporter reporting on a story, but I suspect that it's him, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, the caption says, man takes a dump on boss's desk after finding out he won the lottery. Y'all, let me read it again. Man takes a dump on boss's desk after finding out he won the lottery. Y'all, let's discuss it. You won the lottery, what you doing? I'm not pooping on nobody's desk. Now, depending on how much it is, okay? Depending on how much it is, I may do the intercom thing like they be doing, how they, leave Walmart or whatever. Hey, y'all, but I might go out with a bang like that, honestly. Depending on how much I won. 1 million, I'm still working. Okay, so let's talk about it. At 1 million, are you still working? I think I am, because 1 million, that's just, I hate to say it, but that's really not a lot of money when you have house debt, car debt, whatever kind of debt that it is. Like, that would probably go fast. So you have a cool, smooth million after taxes and everything else. Are you still working, and are you crapping on your boss's desk? Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you're going to do. At no amount of money am I crapping on that boss's desk. Okay. Let's just assume that it was a bad boss and he was a jerk and all this other stuff. I have a problem working for places like that. And don't get me wrong. I know people have to work where they just have to work, so I'm not, I'm not Pollyanna to where I don't understand that people just have to work. But I just don't believe in working under certain conditions. And if you're a jerk, I'm telling you, I'm finding another job. I'm not. And that's one thing about my family. I don't care who we are. We will quit your job and go find another one. As a matter of fact, we're going to find another one, interview while we on your job on lunch break, and then we may not come back. How about that? And that's on my entire family. Like, we do not play. So I can't imagine what would cause him to stay on a job to the point where he crapped on the boss. Okay, Pam said he did what? I'm sure that's rhetorical. Crapped on the boss's desk, y'all. He shouldn't have worked for the boss. Okay, Sunshine, she is like me. I'm still working with a million. I'm still working, and because $500,000 is going to be my mortgage. So that's done. Cars, that won't be, so what you say, what, 500 left. Cars will take up a little bit of that. Then I have my student loans. Child, by the time we'll be debt free, but then after that, you still have to work, or maybe you will have maybe enough to buy a trailer and flip it. Start flipping maybe one property by the time student loans are paid or something like that. But tell me what you're going to do. You won that $1 million. Are you crapping on the boss? Tell me leave a comment down below if you're like me, where you're like, okay, if you won a lottery, he must have diarrhea. He did not have diarrhea. He was like, I'm out of here. I don't know how much he won. Y'all comment. Let's see how much he won. Now, one of my favorite shows to watch is what's that show? My Millionaire Dream Home or something like that. And so I was watching it today, and they won 180 million. 180 million, I'm out. I'm out. My husband's out. If he wants to work just to keep his brain going, and if he wants to, he probably would be like, I'm down to once a week. Don't bug me or whatever. But 180 million? Oh, absolutely. But I'm still not crapping on my boss's desk. But that's what he did, y'all. Now 50 million, I'm going to sit down somewhere and vacation my behind off. Exactly, Sunshine Shishi. $1 million's not enough anymore. It just isn't. Really, $1 million is not that much when you have bills. Nope, Ruby King, it is not. It is not. And same thing, like, 50,000 or 100,000. Of course, we can all use that kind of money, to send us over, whatever. But when it comes down to, for bills or whatever, but when it comes down to crapping on the boss's desk, I hope, somebody look it up. Let's see. I hope it was for more than $1 million. Craps on bosses. Isn't it crazy that I'm actually Googling that boss's desk lottery? Oh, it's a woman. Oh no, it happened again. This happens a lot. Okay. This happens a lot. I see 2016, a female, it was a woman that did it. In 2019, another woman. 2016, a man. Y'all, this happens a lot. This happens a lot. So I can't even find an article from that's recent. My goodness, today. Let's see. Yep, 18. Oh, here it is. Nope. Okay. So y'all, it's good to know that Google said 3 million. Okay. All right. Thank y'all, co-hosts. Absolutely love that show. Me too. And we'll talk about that. We'll round back to that, Sunshine. But Google said 3 million. 3 million, I'm quitting. But nothing's going to make me crap on my boss's desk. And like I said, if he was that crappy of a boss or whatever, you should went to go work for somewhere else. Like, no. Are you the type where you feel like if you're working somewhere, you're stuck? Like, do you feel really loyal to that place when you go work somewhere? Like, is it hard for you to leave a place? Like I said, in my family, we will give you your week while we're looking for somewhere else, and we're out of here. My husband, not so much. He's very loyal to the places, but he's learning that they will replace you faster than you could say E-I-E-I-O. But my children, my cousins, my mother, listen, we're not staying somewhere where we got to end up crapping on your desk if we win the lottery. Let me know. Are you that type of person? I learned the hard way years ago. I was working somewhere. I hated it. I was teaching, hated it. The person that they wanted to be my co-teacher at the time, we didn't get along. And and we didn't argue amongst ourselves. It was just, we just had two teaching philosophies. And so if you know anything about co-teaching, like the best perfect storm is when you both are alike, or you both are organized, you both are clean, or when one person knows how to yield to the giftings of the other person. Well, here we are, both type A. She had her way, and I had my philosophy on how I needed how to work. So when I learned this lesson was, here I was, but I liked our supervisor. So here I am, like, oh, I hate this job. I hate this. I don't want to teach here, whatever. But I was loyal to the supervisor. Well, child, as I'm sitting here, not wanting to work here, whatever, the supervisor came in one day and was like, oh, I just took a job in such and such and such. She went to a whole different school and everything else. After that, I learned my lesson. These people are not studying you and your giftings, and they will replace you sooner than you can say E-I-E-I-O. So that's why I'm okay switching jobs. I'm okay leaving a job to be at a better job, to be in a better position at a job. I have no loyalty to that. Nope. Have loyalty to my own stuff, but not that. So anyway, Sunshine says, now 50 million, I'm going to sit down somewhere and vacation my heart behind off. Me too, y'all. At 50 million, oh yeah, that's sweet. Really, $1 million is not that much when you have bills. Nope. 3 million, I'm sitting down somewhere. Definitely sitting down. Oh, I'm going to flip that. I'm flipping that. Show the picture again. Okay. Here he is. Man takes a dump on the boss. And the thing is, I just looked it up, and he was not the only person that did that. So this is quite common. So that tells me people are going to work in places that they don't want to work at. Why? I'm 59 now, but when I was in my 20s, I remember telling my dad I hated my job. He said, if you don't like it, quit. And I did. See, Dad was smart. Dad was smart. You just have people that are so loyal to companies because they think they're indispensable, and you are not. Like I said, I was loyal to this supervisor who I thought she liked me. I loved her, loved working for her, but I did not like, that teaching situation. And when she came in and was like, I'm out of here, I was like, and that's when I learned, in those situations, people are looking out for themselves, and not only looking out for themselves, people are also looking for the next best opportunity. But a lot of times we stay on these jobs because we think that we're indispensable and, oh my gosh, they like me and all this other stuff. And no. And that may be true. I know when I worked for the state, my boss, he did not want me to leave. I was good at what I did, damn good at what I did. And, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. My season was over with that. I loved my job, but didn't always like the bosses. That is hard. That is hard when you love what you do, but the bosses suck. And unless you're in a certain position, or unless that person isn't the type of boss that micromanages, and you have to deal, like I can, if I feel like a boss is a micromanager, I'm not going to be able to be there. I'm out. I cannot be micromanaged. I refuse. Nope. And I'm the same way, Sunshine, with my kids. You don't like it? Quit. Unless I know that where they need to, if I feel like in my spirit or whatever, like, no, you need to be there. There's something left. Or I try to have the conversation. Okay, what is it that you don't like? Sometimes, in asking that question, you just find out, well, you could change it, or there's something that you can change. Or you know what, you need to quit. So that was that. So if y'all gonna trip off that, then I found this one. Crystal Strauss and John Tejan were married on August 7th after Tejan spent 32 years in prison for murdering Strauss's brother. So you like, what? He murdered her brother. Let me say it again. He murdered her brother, and now they are married. Let's talk about it. I love being self-employed. Exactly. For the majority of my adult life, I was self-employed and I loved it. I was able, but of course, with the type of business that I was in, owning a childcare, I had to deal with inspections and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. I'll deal with inspections, deal with USDA coming in, doing what they need to do, that type of thing. But it was mine and I owned it. And so, the kids, it wasn't until my younger two went to school and were older that I started working. So this was very recent that I started working outside the home and not being an entrepreneur at home. Did I have that experience? But yes, and I think that's why the last couple of jobs that I have had, because at first I was subbing. And so I was like, I like that because I can tell no, I ain't coming in. So I'm still in control. But teaching full-time in the classroom, and then when I work for the state, that's probably why I didn't like those jobs, because I was so used to just calling my own shots, and I keep doing it. So anyway, Sunshine says, wow, let me show the picture again. He spent 32 years in prison for the murder of her brother. And I didn't get the picture because they have a picture where they was slopping, passing tongue and everything else. Like they married. Okay. Married. So let me see if I can find the article. Y'all marrying, y'all doing that? Child. What are y'all doing? Yep, that's them, child. Whew. Woman marries brother's killer after, oh Lord, okay. After writing jailbird forgiving letter. That was the other part that I left out. She wrote him a letter. And this is them. I told y'all they was sucking face. I never know how to do that. There we go. Listen, John said, I'm sorry, but a woman married her brother's murderer after forgiving him for the grisly crime, which he now, okay, so they said that he's going to be cleared after 32 years in jail. Why is he being cleared? He was the prime suspect after the murder of Brian in 1989, with his blood found in a barrel of the murder weapon in Brian's pockets. He said he couldn't remember what happened, and on that night, his friend and his stepbrother was killed. That wasn't good enough for the judge, who found him guilty and handed down a life sentence. He was also murder victim. Brian was also the half sister of Crystal Strauss, who he married to John in his home. Okay, so anyway, although he served 32 years in prison out of the life sentence for the killing, he was released on bail this month, with the retrial set to begin within a few weeks. John's lawyers found new evidence distancing him from the crime. He has consistently denied killing his stepbrother. Replying, so they was all related. So it was her brother and his stepbrother. Replying to a heartfelt letter from Crystal in which she forgave him, John flatly denied the cruel crime. So when she wrote him and said, hey, I forgive you, he said, I didn't do it. I don't know what you're forgiving me for. He told the Cleveland News, I wrote her a letter back and said, I didn't do it. Take a look at this stuff. I believe in God too, and I know things about it, but I didn't do it. The pair began contact around 5 years ago as memories of Brian began returning for Crystal. So Crystal started having feelings of the guy that was killed, and she felt like she wanted to reach out to John, I guess. She said, we both had something in common. We lost Brian. Okay. We started talking and it just sparked. John explained his innocence to Crystal, again telling reporters the evidence of his guilt was weak. So that's that. When I saw that, I said, I have to tell my sisters about that one, because I'm like, okay, where they do that at? So it looks like he's going to get, 32 years in prison. Pam says 32 years in prison. No way. Sunshine, she says weird relationships. Absolutely. And, that's just the bottom line. It's just weird. It's just weird. And when I saw that, I was, and that is common from, I don't say it's common. It's not the first time that I've seen where, I've never seen where they married the killer, but I've seen where they forgave the killer and they became good friends and stuff like that. I've seen that, but I was shocked by the marrying part. I couldn't sleep in the same house. Listen, I couldn't either, because here's the thing. Everybody innocent in prison, so I don't want to hear about how you think you're innocent and you didn't do it and all this. Nope. I guess that's what they mean. Love is love. Did y'all hear somebody, Sunshine, she said, Pam, girl, don't quote me, but allegedly so if you don't know, Lizzo and Cardi B collaborated, and they have music out or whatever. Just dropped yesterday, I think, or the day before. And I guess Lizzo went on the radio or talked to someone, maybe Charlamagne, whoever. I don't know. It's being rumored that Lizzo said, reported, not rumored. It's being reported that allegedly Cardi, when they were on set, Cardi whispered to Lizzo during a video, whatever, I want to eat your weed. This is what she said. I'm not whispering because I have to whisper. She told her, she was like, I want to eat you. And more so, am I shocked by that from Cardi? No, I'm not. Anybody that makes the type of music that she makes and all of that, no, I'm not surprised by that at all. But there's a comedian that I follow that brought up a great point. If Cardi was a male rapper whispering that to a female rapper or even a male rapper on set, why isn't there any outrage because it was sexual harassment or whatever? It's a double standard, is what the comedian was saying. And I was like, I gotta agree with you, because that's not okay. If I'm on your set of the music video, but here's the thing, I'm not in that industry, so I don't know, how serious sets are. I'm pretty sure it depends on the artist, that artist's professionalism and stuff like that. Cardi allegedly felt comfortable enough to whisper that to Lizzo. That could definitely spark a Me Too type thing where it's like, okay, that's sexual harassment. For sure, if there was a male rapper that whispered that to Lizzo, everybody, I believe, will be up in arms. I know what I wanted to talk about. Everybody will be up in arms. So why do you think that people are not up in arms? Because they found out that Cardi allegedly said that to Lizzo. And Lizzo said she didn't know, she couldn't tell if Cardi was serious or not. So she didn't take it seriously. And that's that. The other part is, do you think that Lizzo can come back 10, 15 years and she'll be able to say, because she'll be older, maybe have a different perspective about things and say, hey, allegedly, I was harassed on the set of this music video. Crazy. Not that much love in the world. She will say, I love him. Crazy. Listen. She, so talk about what the Lizzo thing and everything else. She shouldn't have even, I'll tell you what, I'm not writing him. I'll say it that way. I'm not writing him because what's the point? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the sister sounds like she knew something. Exactly. Like, why would you write him after 32 years? So he's been in for 32. After 29 years, you just wake up one day and say, I'm gonna I'm going to write this letter. I got distracted because I saw your good night. Good night, Andrea. I will see you. You guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you Monday. Has anyone ever seen Love After Lockup? No, I haven't. I've seen the series that it's there, but I've never watched it. Yeah, so is it good, Sunshine? Let me know if it's good. Let me know. So that leads me to I might save this for next week. Andrea Pam I am says good night. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I might table this next conversation because I've been meaning to talk about this. I might table it till next week, but there's been a lot of conversation about transgenders, and the conversation I've seen a lot come up as to whether a transgender male or female, don't really matter, should they disclose that they are transgender to people that they are online dating, whatever, on the first date? Like, should they tell that they're transgender? And I wanted to bring that topic. It might not, because I'm looking at the comments, they're moving a little slow, which is fine. But I want to make sure that we have a live and popping live stream before I get to talking about that, because I want to really see what you guys think about that, as well as the fact that having transgenders individuals compete in sports based on what their transgender, what they feel their gender is. So I think it was a what's it called? Bodybuilder that was competing in Tokyo. It was a transgender female. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that still very much confuses me. So I want to make sure that I'm saying it right. So it was a transgender female that competed and won with the weightlifting competition. So that's two different conversations, two different topics surrounding the same thing. My opinion regarding dating is, yes, they need to say it. They need to say it. And then if it's okay, so if I'm on a website or app and I'm meeting someone, and the app that I'm on is called transgender hookup love affair, then I don't feel like the person needs to say anything, because I know exactly where I'm at and the possibility of what I'm into. And it would be my responsibility to just straight up ask. So I'm going to ask if it's like that. Me personally, knowing me, I'm going to ask regardless. Like, I'm asking regardless. But my point is, if you're on a site that says transgender, 9 times out of 10, that's who's on there, unless you're straight looking for whatever. So I think if I ask a transgender person that I'm dating, are you, were you born a cis female or whatever, they need to tell the truth. I think regardless, if it's a general app that doesn't specifically say find transgender love here, they definitely need to disclose it. And so a lot of people were having a conversation like, oh, that's their personal business and all of that. And I just don't, yes, that is their personal business. But you have to, I think that when they don't say anything on that first date, it doesn't give people the right to make a decision as to whether they want to continue the relationship. I think that it's just as important just as important to disclose whether you have any type of, like, okay, maybe not the first date for HIV and stuff like that. Maybe not the first date, but after the second date, you've got to disclose that, because then you're going to start being serious. And then Pam, I am. So when the messages pop up in the middle of the sentence and I get distracted, that's why. Stay safe, everyone. Melissa, thank you for sharing and caring. Thank you all for the love. Absolutely, Pam. So Helen says, yes, I think they should. I think that they should also. Like, it just gives the power to the person to decide if they're going to be in a relationship. Do I think someone should disclose in heterosexual, whatever, if they are HIV positive or whatever on the first date? Maybe not, because we don't know where that date's going to go. And unless you're not planning on having any type of sexual intercourse with that person, then no, that's not something that they need to know. But when you're talking about transgender stuff like, absolutely, I think that they need to disclose that, because some people, and you could say, oh, that's wrong or whatever, regardless of how the transgender person feels about themselves. Like, that person can be like, hey, I'm a woman, leave me alone, whatever. Everyone doesn't feel that way. So regardless of how strong your convictions are as a transgender person, everyone doesn't feel that way. And I don't necessarily think that that has anything to do with being any type of phobic, homophobic, transphobic, anything like that. It's just not that person's preference. So they wouldn't, in other words, they would not have even gone on a date with you. And that's their right. So the conversation was really, really, I've been seeing a lot of people just really have this conversation about it, because the implication is, that's my private business, and you want me to disclose my private business. And because you want me to say that, it means that you're transphobic or something like that. And no, I don't think it means that. It's the same thing. Like I said, I think within the first couple of dates, you need to disclose if you're dating seriously. Let's go there too. As far as the kids are concerned, I think you should disclose that you have children. That shouldn't be the deep, dark secret that you wait till 4 dates. People should know that you have children. Is it trivial? Because here's the thing: if you're really on a legit date, you should be talking. I think that's, you guys are still talking on dates. So if you're on a legit date, you're talking. And if someone asks you, because y'all listen, if you're single and you're not asking nowadays questions about sexuality and stuff like that, you crazy, because I would. And I don't mean that in any type of derogatory way. Like, I would be asking all types of questions, because anything seems to go nowadays. So I would want to know on that part. So anyway, I think I'm going to table that and bring that back around the corner next week. We've been on for 2 hours, and yeah, I think I'm all out. I don't see anything else that anybody else wants to talk about. And I might bring up these two conversations when we have more people online, which is fine. But it's Friday, and you guys should be preparing for your evening, getting your meals done. That's what I'm going to do. Continue to enjoy my family, and just enjoy our Friday evening. And you guys are on the East Coast are enjoying your Friday night. So again, y'all, let's see. If you're so proud of who you are or have become, why not reveal that from the start? Perfect. Rochelle, that's what I'm saying, child. I think that they want the pride and ownership of it, but also want to kind of control how other people perceive that. And you can't. I don't care if you're heterosexual or anything else like that. Like you said, if you're so proud, you need to reveal it from the beginning. That is something, people can get all up in arms however they want to, but the bottom line is you're taking the power from that person to decide if they want to date you or not, because you're holding that secret. That's a huge secret. I think it's even bigger than it's right up there with not revealing if you're HIV positive or whatever. But I think the HIV positive thing definitely should be disclosed, because that's part of the conversation too. But I don't think that, unless things are going south, so to speak, on the first date, that don't necessarily have to be a first date conversation. But before you take that person out, before you go out with that person, I think people should know if you are a transgender male or female. That's just my opinion. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I just got a super sticker from Pam I Am. Thank you so much. Pam, I really, really appreciate it. So if you guys are on my channel, you're like, what is that about? It's just another way to support your YouTuber, your favorite YouTuber. You know, I'm providing a service here, and entertainment and conversation and everything. And Pam was like, you know what, let me bless Melissa. And that is called a super sticker. And that's what she provided. That's what she did. And so I really, really appreciate it. Y'all already know I don't take it lightly messing around with people's money at all. So I love it. Thank you so much, Pam. So yeah, y'all, let me see. So I have my homework for the next couple of days to prepare for the lives next week. They're going to be I'm really excited about both of these conversations that we're going to have next week. So, and I'll let you know once I secure the person that I'm talking about. But again, I know several people, so I know I'll be able to find someone. I'll be able to find someone to have that conversation with. So next week is going to be really, really exciting. So if you're peeking in, or if you're catching this replay and you want to know more about what we were talking about as far as the child loss, or even caring for your loved ones or whatever, come back next week. And that's not all we're going to be talking about. So you got to come back. And then there's next Friday's Foolishness Friday. So yeah, come back. Petunia versus Reba makes it known who they are. Have a great weekend, beautiful people. Stay well, everyone. Thank you. Facts. Okay, so I don't know who Petunia versus Reba is, but I know that I know a few popular transgender people that definitely make it be known. Like, it's not a secret. But, you know, no one deserves to be abused. No one deserves to be abused, killed, or whatever. However, it may explain why these things happen to those people. I'm not saying it justifies it, but we do see the story quite often where, you know, the person revealed that they really were what they were, and the person smashed their head in. And people are like, oh my goodness, they shouldn't have did that or whatever. Absolutely, they shouldn't have did it. But they got to disclose it before they go through all this. Like, you have to. Pam I Am says, facts. Thank you again, Ruby King. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. It's just, you know, it's a boost. It's an atta girl. Hey, hey, hey. But y'all know me. Y'all already know I'm on here throughout the week having this conversation, and I'm going to do it with or without the super stickers and stuff. But I really appreciate them. Like, I really do. I don't take it lightly because I know how I am with my money. I don't play. So I sow where I know good grounds, for lack of a better term. You too, Sunshine. Thank you. And Pam is giving me my flower, or is that a leaf, while I'm here. So I appreciate it, y'all. Next week, we're going to bring this conversation back up because it looks like Monica left, just me. A couple of people left out the room, and that's fine. And then we have some people that are going to catch the replay. But when you're talking about colorism, and when you're talking about transgender, that's a conversation that I think we can never have enough of. So with that being said, make sure you tune in next week, Monday and Tuesday, break on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock here on the West Coast. We talk about it all. And definitely on Foolishness Friday. And let's show my little ticker. Do not forget, whether you are on Facebook, to like and share this video. I always like to say, I understand when I have my YouTubers that I particularly watch, I try to keep them my little secret, because that's my little place. That's like they my people. But if you feel like this is really, really good information, I'm a good place, a safe place to have these conversations, and you think somebody could benefit from the conversation, don't be selfish. Share the information. And the same thing on YouTube. Go ahead and hit the like button on this video. Go ahead and subscribe. That is absolutely free, but it also helps out this channel. But also, don't just subscribe. Don't do that. Don't just subscribe. Whether you are on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you are interacting. I love the interaction, but don't do it now, because I'm about to close out the video. Don't do it now. But definitely next week, I'll holler at y'all. Unless something comes out and happens over the weekend, I'll see you guys when? I'll see you guys on Monday. Y'all have a blessed evening. And just remember, things could be worse for you. So it don't pay to be ugly. That's all.